In a world often riddled with division, that feeling of more stands as a beacon of unity and understanding, honoring the rich tapestry of human experience. Embark on this transformative adventure with Alana as she reveals the hidden depths of our collective spirit and awakens the limitless potential residing within each one of us. Join Alana as she journeys alongside others who have embraced voice within. Get ready to be moved, uplifted, and forever altered as you uncover the essence of the soul's journey, guided by the insightful and compassionate Alana Green.
Hey there, welcome back to that Feeling of More podcast. I just wanted to share this awakened moment that I had at the very beginning. One of the very first shifts I had was about making a decision. And the biggest decision I made was to start studying me, start learning about myself, start understanding my awareness, my thoughts, my feelings. And it just was the doorway to changing everything in my life. I was open to see something different. I was open to new ideas. This is one of the things I love calling my one of my powers, my superpowers, because I'm always open to other people's ideas. And that decision alone, to start questioning myself, my beliefs, start really looking inward versus outside of myself to understand where these beliefs, thoughts, ideas came from. I didn't know that was really it at the beginning, but I just knew that, like, I had this feeling of more, which is the name of the podcast, but it was the first step in making a decision that what I was doing, the rat race, the 9 to 5, the check in, check out, the autopilot I was living on wasn't the answer. So I very quickly, actually, it wasn't very quickly. It was quite a little bit of a time to make the decision, but I decided that what I was doing wasn't working and that I needed to try something different. And I just trusted that the things that showed up, for me, it was a program to work with Kathleen as my mentor. That's the method for me that helped me understand me, helped me pay attention to the thoughts, the feelings, and helped me learn about myself. It was the first step for me. There are so many first steps for everybody that is going to share their story on here. And there's different methods and different understandings. But if we don't make a decision to do something different, we will continuously stay where we are. So that first shift for me was in making a decision to be open to receive other ideas. That, I had a partner who was so supportive of me, but was telling me that I can change and I could think differently and I could have different beliefs. And I was like, no way, get out of here. If you don't like it, then it's too bad. But I've had to go back and just say, I'm sorry for those moments, because I wasn't aware. I was not aware that I could change my mind, my thoughts, my ideas. And I'm sitting here on the other side of it saying to you, you have the power within you too. That as much as my squirrel brain was getting in the way, which I don't have a feeling as much about it anymore either. I was giving that a whole lot of meaning, that I couldn't focus. I couldn't all these things. And I couldn't change. I was creating the block for myself. So if you have this feeling of more, I would just encourage you to follow along, to see where people's stories and the things that we share along this path really impact you, to pay attention to the little nudges, the little things that show up that just spark an idea in you that just seems to fit. It just seems right. It just makes sense. To pay attention to those things, because you never know when one of those things actually takes you down and shifts you and takes you down a road that you had no idea that you were on, or the trajectory that it'll take you. I could tell you now, 2 years, almost 3 years into this journey, I'm a completely different person and I live a completely different life. And you can ask the people around me that I show up completely different. And it's all because I started with that first decision to work on me, to study myself, and to be open to other ideas and to pay attention to the thoughts, the feelings that felt right for me. So I just want to encourage you to do the same. Be open to receive whatever you hear here. And if there's anything I can do to help you along that way, reach out, because that's what I'm here for, is to help people on this journey, the spiritual understanding for themselves. Have a beautiful day. Love you lots.
Thank you, beautiful souls, for joining us today on That Feeling of More podcast with your host, Alana Green. We'd love to invite you to connect with Alana and our guests at lifeisajourneycoaching.com. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you can join us on our next journey of awakening.